Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to study the female reproductive systems. Myself Mr. Sachin Kurde from Kekewag Institute of Pharmacy, Tanduri. The learning objective of this chapter is to understand the location, structure of organs of female reproductive systems, also to understand the site of ovum formation, to understand the role of each organ in functioning overall system. These are the learning objective behind this chapter. This is the general structure of our female reproductive system. This is the fallopian tube, uterus, ovary, external organs, vagina. These are the structure of our cervix. This part is called as cervix. From this to up to this called as cervix. These are the female reproductive systems. Female reproductive systems, it will generally produces the six organs like estrogen and progesterone. Produces the eggs, that is called as ova, support and protect developing embryo, give the birth to the new baby. These are the some functions of our female reproductive system. These are the major organs which are involved in female reproductive system, that is cervix. Here is the cervix, vagina, this part is called as vagina. Ovaries, these are the ovaries. Fallopian tubes, these are the two tubes is called as fallopian tubes, and uterus. These are the major parts of our female reproductive system. First part one is the cervix. The lower portions of the neck of the uterus, is called as cervix. The cervix is lined with the mucus known as cervical mucus. Cervical mucus provides lubrication and sperm transport during the sexual intercourse. During the ovulation, secretion of cervical mucus increases in response to the estrogen, but when an egg is ready for fertilization, the mucus then the mucus becomes thin and slippery, offering a friendly environment to sperm. This is the cervix. At the end of pregnancy, the cervix acts as a passage through which the baby exits the uterus into the vagina. The cervical canals expand to roughly 50 times its normal width for the passage of the baby birth during the delivery. This is the cervix, and just below the cervix there is the vagina. A muscular ridged sheath connecting the external genitals to the uterus functions as a two-way street, accepting the penis and sperm during the intercourse, serving as the avenue of birth through which the new baby enters the world. Ovaries, this is the ovaries, also known as the female gonads. They produces the egg. Every female is born with the lifetime supply of egg. They also produces the hormones like estrogen and progesterone. This is the general structures of our female reproductive systems. Fallopian tubes, it is also called as the uterine tube, stretch from the uterus to the ovaries and measures about 8 to 13 cm in length. The end of fallopian tubes lying next to the ovaries feather into the ends called as fimbria. Millions of tiny hairs like cilia line the fimbria and interior of the fallopian tube. The cilia beat in waves hundreds of times a second, catching the eggs at the ovulation and moving it through the tube to the uterine cavity. Fertilization typically occurs in the fallopian tube. This is the process. Egg is released from the ovary. Here is the first process. Egg is released from the ovary. Egg reaches midpoint at the fallopian tube when it is fertilized by the sperms. Here the egg released from the ovary, it will become at the mid of that fallopian tube, and from this the sperm is coming. Implantations of fertilized egg into the endometrium of uterus. Here it will be implanted into the endometrium of our uterus. It will be matured. It will be fertilized when the sperms will be comes and it will be attached to that egg at the middle of the fallopian tube. Then it will be the fertilized and it will be moved towards at the uterus and it will be planted into the endometrium of the uterus. Uterus, pear-shaped muscular organs in the female reproductive tract. The fundus is the upper portion of the uterus where the pregnancy occurs. The cervix is the lower portion of the uterus that connects with the vagina and serves as a sphincter to keep the uterus closed during the pregnancy until it is time to deliver a baby. The uterus expands considerably during the reproductive process. The organs grow to form 10 to 20 times its normal size during the pregnancy. The main body consists of the firm outer coat of muscles, myometrium, and an inner lining of vascular glandular material that is called as endometrium. The endometrium thickens during the menstrual cycles to allow the implantation of fertilized egg. Pregnancy occurs when the fertilized egg implants successfully into the endometrial lining. Next part is endometrium. Endometrium is the innermost layers as the lining for the uterus. Here it will be denoted. During the menstrual cycles, the endometrium grows to a thick blood vessels rich glandular tissues layer. This represents an optimal environment for the implantations of the blastocyst upon its arrival in the uterus. Endometrium is a central echogenic and has an average thickness of 6.7 mm. During pregnancy, the blood vessels in the endometrium further increases in size and numbers, forming the placenta. Placenta supplies the oxygen and nutrition to the embryo and fetus. Thank you so much.